Hello and welcome to Saturday Morning Wartoons. My name is Shane, I am the Dungeon Master, and today I am going to be playing, as always, a game of Dungeons & Dragons with...
Me, I am Tristan, his son, who plays as a Warforged who has three different names. King Destructo, Destructo, and Destro.
Yes. And so... last week, just to recap, we did a fundraiser for Extra Life for Kids. We did pretty good there. We're going to have another one later this year as well, so we're looking forward to that. But last week during our game, Destructo and his sidekick Galax went up against waves of enemies coming out of some sort of elemental portal believed to be the entrance into an extraplanar realm of a red dragon.
Wow.
The red dragon is believed to be holding onto the eggs of a gold dragon, which you have previously met.
Yeah, and the gold dragons and the other dragons that are a lot like the gold dragons are a bit nicer than the chromatic dragons.
Yes.
You know, red, blue, white, green, black, you know, those.
Yep. And so, after having defeated 3 waves of enemies coming out of this elemental portal, they managed to whittle your health down.
Really?
You and Galax.
It was 3 waves? It
3
felt
waves.
more like 20 bajillion.
Well, after you defeated them, the image and voice of the red dragon appeared coming from the portal. And just before we finished, the 2 claws came out, and the dragon seems to be emerging out of this elemental portal.
Yeah, and I don't think he's too happy with me, despite
Probably not.
me being a dragonborn.
But you are you're not
Used
a
to be a
dragonborn.
But I bet almost everybody in this game knows that, right? I bet a whole ton of NPCs know that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, grab your bowl of cereal, pull up a chair, grab your blanket, keep your pajamas on, because we're about to kick off Saturday Morning Wartoons. Woo!
Okay, you mentioned cereal.
What about, you want some cereal now?
Yes.
I would love some cereal right about now.
Yeah, maybe after our thing. Maybe after this, yeah?
Maybe.
Yeah, and also, speaking of which, next up we're doing a VG stream.
Oh, next up we're going swimming.
Oh.
All right, so, to
I
continue.
mean next up as in tomorrow.
Claws emerge, and this force is starting to pull out. You can see the magma pouring off the head of this red dragon as it peers through, but then it appears to stop. It looks as though it might be too big to fully exit this portal.
Ah, yay!
But you see it rear its head back as this red glow starts emitting from its mouth.
Run! And then I'm gonna run as fast as I can.
Okay.
From where it goes. I think that the chromatic dragons do lines of their breath weapon, and the other ones, you know, gold, silver, bronze, brass, make a cone. So I'm gonna run out of the line or cone, because I might have mixed it up.
Okay.
I don't know, but either way, I'm just gonna run out of reach. Yeah!
Okay.
Ah!
So where are you going? We're not going to do it like combat. Just show me where you're going.
About here or here.
Well, it can easily turn to face you.
You know, I think that he might be better at using his breath weapon if we are farther away. Like beholders, because the farther away you are, the easier it is for them to hit you with their eye attacks because you won't be able to land attacks on them a lot.
Well, right now he's stationary, so he's just preparing to use a breath attack on you. You gotta think. I'm gonna set a timer pretty soon. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna stay right where I am. And I'm just gonna wait.
I'm giving you a chance. Okay. Okay. You see, in the moment he's about to release his breath weapon, this bright light shoots down from overhead.
Yes! I was like waiting.
Immediately, it starts.
I was waiting for something like that to happen.
And drops back down into the pit. The gold dragon comes back in and lands just behind you, kind of rearing its head over the portal, which is now seemingly empty. All the magma that was there just sort of gets into this little swirl and hardens. Brave of you to stand and face such a powerful foe on your own.
Where did you come from? I do not see. I did not hear anything. Whatever. What? We got here.
So this, I'm trying to look up the name here.
Let me see. I've got it written down.
Kiveris. Make sure I pronounce it right too. So Kiveris is standing over you. You have achieved much in such a short time in this region. However, this is not the entrance we seek into the lair. Come with me. And he lowers his head, offering you a spot to climb up its wing onto its back.
Come on, Galax. This guy's bigger. He won't let us fall. He's bigger than a celestial Pegasus. Come on. And then I'm gonna hop up on. And my mind riding a dragon seems super
So with
cool.
that, whoosh, and you take off in this just purely powerful force, just ascends into the air, carrying you and Galax. And it's only about a 5-minute trip before landing just outside the settlement, kind of outside the settlement, closer to the ancient city.
Well, I bet people would have heard that, right?
Oh yeah. No, they saw you even fly over
And
as
then
you
I'm
made your approach.
okay, but as we passed over, I'm gonna say, "Hello there, I'm riding a dragon. You can see this every day."
So,
No, I'm just gonna wave.
okay. As you
Hello
land,
there. Hello.
so Ethera is waiting for you, sort of just outside, along with Morgo. So Morgo and Ethera are waiting for you just outside.
So that's when I'm gonna hop off. Whoop. Then I'm just gonna hop off.
All right. Ethera seems sort of unfazed by all of this. Kiveris, it has been a long time. that it has. So Aethera and Kiveris spend a moment talking to each other, and Kiveris allows you to step down. Rest for now. Tomorrow will be a long day.
And then I'm gonna also ask him where the best blacksmith in the whole town is. And then
there is no town. This is just a small little camp.
I'm gonna ask him who the best blacksmith here is.
Ask who?
The guy who can get, the guy who's most likely to get me the best blacksmith here.
Well, you met Pestori, who was the blacksmith for Aethera's little band, little group. But he's still at the ruins. What are you looking for?
Remember how an episode or two ago, I ended up getting a deal that, if I could get a blacksmith to get over to the Naga or Yuan-Ti, depending on which one he was, he could teach him about that special substance.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why I want to get a blacksmith.
Okay. Morgo has already talked. You spend some time talking to Morgo, and basically he tells you Aethera has already promised to take him back and meet with Pestori.
Okay.
To learn how to create that kind of specialized body for you.
Cool.
But it'll take some time.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get a long rest.
Okay, so you can go ahead and rest up. Kiveris tells you that you should come back to him sometime after midnight.
Okay.
Because he plans to show you the main entrance into this fire realm of the Red Dragon.
Okay. So I'm at maximum HP.
You got your key points back as well? Alright, so you wake up shortly after sunset, about an hour or two after sunset.
Okay.
And both Aethera and Morgo are gone. Not sure exactly where. The camp is still sort of up and about, preparing a meal. Certain people are socializing, doing different kinds of things together. Galax wakes up shortly after you come out of your sentry's rest. And you still have a few more hours before you're expected to meet with Kiveris. You're not exactly sure how you're going to meet. You assume probably just go back to the area where he last left you.
Okay.
Anything you want to do while you're here in the village?
Find potions of healing. Lots of potions of healing.
Okay.
Lots and lots.
There is some sort of shaman type of person who has a cart with different herbs and things that you could talk to about that.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to him and then I'll ask him if he has anything to make potions of healing or if he actually has potions of healing.
All right. Okay, so my keyboard.
I have a total of 398.
Oh, D&D Beyond has some problems right now.
I have a total of 398 GP, so I don't think buying potions of healing will be a problem. A piece of platinum is worth 10 GP. Gold is worth 10 silver pieces.
Okay.
Electrum.
So you walk up to this person, sort of a short, gnomish figure in a big, sort of reddish coat. And around their belt, they have different vials of herbs, spices, little twigs and leaves stuffed into the belt loops and stuff like that. But they have this little sort of, it's a pair of glasses, but only one has a lens and it kind of protrudes out a ways. The other one just sort of blinks and there's like this empty space, not even glass there. But they're kind of winking as they're looking over some of their leaves and things like that. They also have a cart just full of vials of all different types of things there. Can I help you?
Yeah, do you have any potions of healing or anything to make them?
Yeah. I've got potions to heal.
Okay, how much would a single one cost?
Well, I've only got the 4. And they're 50 gold apiece.
Okay, guess I'll buy 4 of them.
Well, paying cost, okay. Here you go. So how much gold do you have?
398, and that was under 4
So
of them
that'll
are
be 200.
200 gold. Beep. Oh, whoops. Hang on. I accidentally added it, so now I'm taking away 400 because now I have 598 because I accidentally added it.
Oh.
There,
Okay.
now I have 198.
Okay. Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you the king of that city down there? And he kind of points off in the direction of your home. Yeah, Karamis.
And I'm gonna just,
I heard about you. Very cool. Came back, huh? You back from like being dead?
Yeah.
You died
Yes.
and they came back?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, I
How
do know
did you
it.
do that?
I wasn't the one that did it. It was somebody else.
Oh,
But that can actually happen to a bunch of people and things. You know, undead, zombies, skeletons, ghosts.
very.
Yeah, I actually battled things like that.
Well, my name's Muggy.
Okay,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
If you want to spend any more over here, that's great.
Okay,
I'd love for you to get more potions. I'm working on one right now.
cool. Maybe I'll come back once it's ready.
Oh, yeah, that would be swell. I like you.
So then I'm gonna walk off before he gives me a giant bear hug.
Oh, come here, you.
No, that does not happen because I walked off before.
So you kind of slink away,
Whoa.
but then you walk a ways away, and you're like talking to Galax. Oh, that was kind of weird, huh? And you look off to your side where you think Galax is, and you turn around and Galax is hugging this gnome. Oh, you're both so nice. Bye, King. Bye, Kingy. Bye.
Bye.
I'll work on this potion for you.
Okay.
If you find any useful creatures, anything like that, bring them back. Maybe I can do something with them.
Okay.
Like poison glands, anything that you think might be able to make a potion. I'll pay you for them.
Cool.
Maybe you can get some of this gold back. Not a lot of use for it out here for me, but just happy to help. I'm your biggest fan. All right, so you go off. Galax eventually catches up to you. All right, so what else do you want to do? Did you add the 4 potions of healing? Add the 4 potions.
Okay. What else should I do? Maybe I'm gonna help out with the meal that everybody's trying to prepare.
Okay.
I think I have proficiency with... I do not have proficiency with cook's tools.
All right, so you head over to where they're preparing this meal, and you see somebody with a big old butcher's knife, and there's this little cage kind of hanging off one of the carts, and there's a fire going in the pit next to the cart. In the cage, you see a small little mushroom sitting in the cage, but it's got tiny little arms and legs, and it's peeking out looking at the fire, and it's looking very scared looking at the fire.
Are you okay?
Huh? The cook kind of looks over at you. Huh? No, I'm fine. Why? What's going on?
I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to somebody else.
What you talking to? That? You looking at that? That's nothing. Don't worry about that. It's food. I'm making a stew. He's fine. He'll be dead pretty soon anyway. It doesn't matter.
Really?
Yep, really.
Okay. I now have 4 potions of healing. So, now I am going to look back at him.
It's looking at you like, help me.
And then I'm gonna whisper to Galax, try and make a distraction somehow. And also, please don't be found when you're making the distraction.
Okay, what do you want Galax to do?
I want him to like make some sort of distraction. And like, while that distraction is going on, and all of the confusion of whatever distraction it is, I'm gonna free that guy and then let him out.
Okay. Make a performance check for Galax.
Performance?
Yep, performance.
It's based off of charisma, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, at least Galax is +2 on charisma. Oh, +5 on performance. Alright, Galax, please be able to do it. 6 total.
Okay. So Galax, on his way to go do this distraction, is practicing his little dance or whatever he was gonna do. Just like trips and falls.
And then let me guess, that creates a little
Yeah, the cook guy looks
distraction I
over.
didn't want.
Kind of, whoa, you okay? And the cook runs over to check on Galax.
So then that is when, using my crazy monk skills and my super high dexterity, I will try and let that creature in there free. Doop.
Okay. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of
Or are you gonna
hand.
try? You're gonna try to do it kind of sneaky over there. Okay. First, you're gonna run over. Just make a sleight of hand check for me.
Sleight of hand? No stealth checks?
No, just sleight of hand.
19 total.
Ooh.
I got a 15 and I have +4 to my sleight of hand.
Okay. So you're able to take this cage and quickly just unlatch it, unhook it, and you grab this tiny little mushroom spore-like person and
Wait, mushroom-like person?
sort of go off into the darkness very quickly.
And then set him free.
Yeah. Make a stealth check for me.
You just put a nuclear bomb in my head. Could this thing be those like mushroom people that live in like the Underdark and super dark places?
I don't know.
Stealth?
Yep.
Even with +7, I feel like I'm gonna get a bad stealth check because I think I used up all my luck on that sleight of hand. 18 total.
18.
11 plus
Okay.
7 is 18.
So you kind of disappear off into the darkness with this creature. Eventually, Galax kind of, he fakes. Make another performance check for Galax.
And let me guess, if he doesn't do good on it,
Just
he's
make a performance
actually
check.
hurt. Yay, 17 plus 5.
Wow. Okay.
So that's a total of 22,
So
right?
Galax is there feigning an injury.
Oh.
He figures that his failed distraction, which became a distraction, ended up working. So he really plays into it, and then he just sort of, and then he peeks an eye open, looks in your direction, looks up at the guy. I'm much better now, and then runs away. The guy comes back, and you just hear in the distance as you're kind of off in the darkness, "My dinner!" He kind of gives out this big old yell. "Where's my dinner?"
And that is when I'm gonna grab Galax and then disappear into the shadows.
So this little creature then looks at you, and then you see these two little things sprout out the side. Two little holes open up, and then spores shoot out. and start to fill the air around you.
I think those are telekinesis spores or telepathic spores that allow it to communicate using its mind.
And you immediately start to see, or you immediately get the feeling of gratitude filling your mind. And more spores start pouring out of this thing as it just creates this spore cloud that surrounds you. And you see a colony of more spore-like, mushroom-like creatures
I don't know how
surrounding a pool of hot water where this sort of a spring almost that sustains the life of these creatures in a semi-covered cave where it's dark and damp from this hot spring pool of water, but it looks out onto a vast magma river that sort of blocks in the rest of the cave, and you get a feeling of comfort and a sense like you're at home looking into this vision. And then the spore holes close.
I think it's trying to send me a message that it wants me to take it back to its home.
Yes. And you get to add another companion. This is a healer.
But what kind of healer? It needs an actual race or something.
Let me take a look at something here. Oh, you know what? It cannot be a healer.
Really?
Nope. It's not able to speak a language. It will be a warrior instead. It'll be one of your warrior.
Okay, so what kind of creature is it though?
It's a myconid.
Alright, so
Myconid sprout.
It's a warrior?
Yep.
Alright. Warrior level. What level warrior is it?
What level are you?
I am 7th, so he's a level 7 warrior.
Yep. It will be the same as you. Just so you know, while it's in sunlight, it has disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws. And it will die if it spends more than 1 hour in direct sunlight.
I guess that means I'm gonna have to travel at the dangerous times.
Well, it is small. You could easily tuck it into your coat.
I don't actually have
But you don't know how this guy ended up with it here. You don't know where he found it. You could risk asking him and exposing that you're the one that stole it. Or you can come up with another creative way to figure it out from him.
I'm gonna tell Galax to wait outside of the tent.
Your tent?
Yeah.
Okay.
As I walk inside. So then I'm gonna really quietly, as quiet as I possibly can, ask where he was found.
Okay.
Also, should he have a name?
You don't know right now.
Okay.
But you start talking to this thing and it just sort of looks at you like this. Blinking looks. Doesn't understand you. It lets off some more spores.
AC 20 from plate and a shield. That's what a level 7 warrior is. Full plate armor and a shield, which means 20 AC. Look, level 7th level medium humanoid.
Okay. It's not going to be that. It's using the AC for the Myconid, which I think is 10.
But he's wearing full plate. That's what a warrior is.
Yeah, this one's not wearing full plate.
Fine.
But I will say it can sprout this woody growth.
You mean like the spell bug skin that adds a little bit more to its
It'll
AC?
act as a shield.
Oh,
It'll
okay.
provide it +2, so its AC will be 12.
Cool.
And what are the attacks that it has?
Extra attack, long sword, and longbow.
Okay. It doesn't have a long sword, but it can shoot out little hardened spores, like these spore spears that'll count as a bow.
Okay. So you just like customizing them
Yeah.
to be a Myconid like
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah.
And also,
So he shoots out little dart-like growths from its arm.
also similarly to a fighter, he also has second wind.
Okay, that's fine.
And also gains a +2 bonus to attack rolls. Has a special trait.
Well, don't use the sidekick block for now.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry too much about that. I'm just
Okay. And just describing them?
yeah.
Okay. So, what do the spores do?
The spores come off again, and you guys are able to communicate with each other.
Okay. So then, I'm gonna ask again my question. Where did that person find you?
Let me see something here. Warforged is a construct, is it not?
Yes.
I did not take that into consideration. You are unaffected by the spores, actually. They can communicate through Galax.
Okay. So, I'm gonna bring Galax in there with me, and then I'm gonna tell Galax to tell me what he says, and then I'm gonna tell Galax what question I have.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna tell him why I'm telling him to do this.
Okay.
So after I finish explaining, then the spores come, and then Galax asks my question.
Okay.
So then tell me what
So
Galax
Galax is able to respond to the spores. Tells you about the vision that he saw. Also, all of that happening in the darkness, we'll say it happens in the tent instead, between you and Galax.
I know, that's literally where I was.
Yeah. And so Galax tells you that he doesn't know where he was. He was in a cave and he was chased off by spiders. He got lost and away from the colony when he wandered into a darker section of the cave where his home is.
Spiders, eh?
But he doesn't know. He remembers that he came out into the sunlight and was very weak. If he were to spend a few hours resting, he could regain more of his power back.
Alright. And that is when I will be taking another long rest.
Right now?
You know what?
Can't do that because you've got to meet up with Kiveris.
Right. I'm gonna try and figure out a way to try and protect him from the sunlight when we travel.
Okay.
Well, I could. No. Could we say that I had some cloth?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be great.
You want to, make like a robe for him or something?
Yeah. You know Baby Yoda from The Mandalorian?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cover him up?
Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Except I'm also going to add a hood.
Okay. You don't have anything yourself? You could go around the camp and see. Find out.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me.
Investigation.
Yep.
It just so happens I have a -1, so I can never get a 20 on my investigation. Imagine if I had gotten a 1 with that. Could you imagine getting a 1 and
So
you had
natural 2, down to
-1?
You spend some time searching around, but you are suddenly distracted. You see off in the distance Kiveras sort of lumbering off in the background, approaching the town. So your attention is distracted by Kiveras.
And then I'm gonna look at the time.
Okay. Kiveras is waiting for you.
So then I'm gonna be like,
Okay, so you run over to Kiveras.
and also before I started searching, I also told Galax to stay in the tent with him and make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Okay.
So then,
You run out. Your friend. It is good. He should stay behind. This requires the utmost care and is most dangerous. Let us leave. And he bends down. He's waiting for you to get onto his back again.
then I'm gonna hop on. So what is dragon riding gonna become a common thing for me?
Don't get used to it. I do this only out of necessity.
Okay.
And so you hop on and a couple fires go out in the camp from the wind. You see it got a little bit darker at the camp.
A little.
And you're off and away. Galax comes out of the tent. You look back for just a moment and see him in the glow of one of the campfires. He's like, what's going on? And then the Myconid comes out.
And then I'll drop a letter down, telling him what I was doing.
Nah, he figures he knows what you're doing. You're long gone already. So you're off. As you are up in the air, you can see little pocks of light here and there.
Like tiny
little magma spots. And then you see this massive red river flowing out towards the sea where it just ends. And you can see there's like this bright red glow far off in the distance where there's a huge plume of steam that glows in the night from the red magma. With the full moon and bright stars overhead, a clear night sky, you're able to make out a lot of the features. You can see what looks to be ancient ruins scattered all around this island as you take a low approaching path towards the mountain in the center. After about 2 hours of travel on the back of the dragon, the smoke begins to get thicker and thicker as you pass over the caldera of a massive cone volcano.
Now you're making me think about something.
I suggest you hold off.
I will do
As
just
it
that.
kind of loops up and descends rapidly, tucking his wings into the side. I need you to make a strength check for me.
To make sure I don't fall off.
Just athletics, yep, athletics.
Athletics.
Yep.
I think I'm better at acrobatics than that, but whatever. I have +4 to athletics and proficient in it, and I got a 14, which means 18 total.
Okay, so he locks in his wings and you grab hold of some of the scales and you brace up against the wings that have now tucked in behind you. And you both are descending straight into a giant pool of magma.
And then I'm gonna be all like, ah! I don't have those fire protection plates on me yet!
As you get closer and closer, you feel this searing heat blasting across your body. But then this huge beam of light opens up in front of you as the dragon opens its mouth and casts this beam in front. As the magma seems to part and you fly straight through, and there is just this realm of magma and fire that surrounds you. The sun is constantly burning with a red-orange glow straight overhead. The sky almost seems to burst into flames from time to time. You land on a black rock in the middle of a seemingly endless sea of red. This is where I must leave you. There is a cave just steps below us now. I will take off and explore this realm for myself. I feel my presence here should draw out the dragon that we seek. But be wary. I feel as though there are many allies of his yet to be found here as well. How you proceed is up to you, but may I suggest stealth? I leave you now. Good luck. I will know once you have found what we seek. Take this. And he gives you a small stone.
I thought
Once you find them, call me.
I thought me and him already had sending stones.
With Kiveris? You already had it with him? Is it in your...
I have 2 sending stones. One of them is connected to a guy way back at Karamis, and the other one I think was connected
to Kiveris. Oh, you did have the sending stones. That's right. He gave them to you to seek him out. Okay, never mind. So you already have his sending stone. So he shows you his. It sort of comes out in this sort of white glow and then back into its sort of extra dimensional space that he keeps it. All right. And so you descend into the cave down below. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me. Or are you going to be stealthy about it? Or how do you want to do this?
He suggested it. What do you think?
Okay.
So 16. 7
16?
plus 9 is 7 plus 9 is 16, isn't it?
Okay. You descend down into the cave for about an hour, and you pass by, and there's little waterfalls of magma that kind of pour through various parts of the ceiling. Finding your way through is very difficult.
So they're like magma falls or lava falls or something.
After your first hour of travel, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
To protect against the ceiling heat.
Yep. Go ahead and make your Constitution saving throw.
Wait, did you just say saving throw?
Yep.
Constitution?
Yep.
Oh boy. I don't think this is gonna end well. 9 plus 2 is 11.
Okay. You seem fine from the effects of the heat at this level.
Probably just barely because I bet the save DC is 10.
Not sure. But you continue going down. Did you make your stealth check?
Uh-huh.
Okay. What was it?
You know what, I actually forgot what it was, so I'm just gonna re-roll
Yep,
it.
go ahead and re-roll your stealth. I forgot as well.
Oh! What is 2 plus 0?
2.
No, I mean 2 plus 0 next to it.
2.
No. I mean...
Did you get a natural 20?
Yes!
Oh, man. Okay, so you...
A natural 20 plus 7?
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Hey,
so you...
I worked a lot on my dexterity because I'm a monk.
You descend down into this place...
Without making a sound.
No sound whatsoever.
Yeah,
There's
like press the mute button.
You managed to bypass several different sorts of elemental figures that you see. Even though it is brightly lit, you sort of watch and wait for your opportunities to pass by, and you're able to get past several potential threats as you make your way down. After about another hour of travel in this cavern, you come to a split in the pathway. There is just a flowing magma column that branches this path into two, and on each side they turn into just sheer drops on either side. One of them goes slightly upward, the other goes down. You gonna go up, or are you going to go down?
Well, you know, dragons are usually one for the sky, which means I'm gonna go down.
Okay.
Because it's the spot that would be least expected, but the place where you're least expected is the place where you're most expected, so I'm gonna go up.
You're gonna go up?
You know what, I think I just confused myself. Yeah, I'm going up.
Okay.
I think I would have confused myself.
Go ahead and make another Constitution check for me. Or saving throw, rather. Constitution saving throw.
4 plus 2 is 6.
Okay. You take a point of exhaustion from the heat.
No.
Yes.
No. Alright, I'm gonna check what one level of exhaustion does. Disadvantage on ability checks.
A point of exhaustion.
Oh no, if I stay in here too long, I could get my speed halved, and then disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, and then my hit point maximum halved, and then my speed is reduced to 0.
Make another stealth check for me as well.
Which means it's just... No, you're making me do it just because I have disadvantage. Oh no, this is gonna end horribly. If I stay in here too long, I might end up getting... Which one is more, 11 or 3? Definitely 11, and because I have
So
disadvantage.
as you try to...
Wait, it's 3 plus 7, 10.
10? Okay.
Yeah, my stealth is 10.
As you descend this sheer pathway down, I need you to make either athletics or acrobatics check.
Let me guess, something's
You're trying to balance as you descend down this very thin pathway.
Oh, thin?
Narrow pathway.
Oh man. And acrobatics or athletics?
Either one.
I'm better at acrobatics with a +7. Oh man, this is gonna end horribly even with a +7. I didn't even get a natural 3 plus my 7. I got a natural 2 plus my 7.
Disadvantage?
Aw, good, and I could have gotten a 17.
Well,
How come I can't get a 20 and a 20?
you slip and you start sliding down this path.
So you mean
You
I like
slide
fall
down.
off?
No, you slide down the path and
Who, the
you
dragon
just start,
or me?
You start sliding down and you gain speed and momentum. I'll give you one more athletics or acrobatics check to try to stop and regain your balance here.
Before I become a human race car who just exploded.
Go ahead.
With disadvantage.
Yep.
I asked for a 20 and a 20, not an 8 and an 8.
Oh, you got 2 8s?
Yes.
So what is that total?
Well, 15. Because 8 plus 7 is 15,
All right.
Because take 2 from 7, and you have 5, and 2 plus 8 equals 10, and then with those extra 5, you get 15.
Okay. So you manage to stop yourself as you hit the bottom of this pathway. You go into this cavern and you sort of fall for about 10 feet, but you don't take falling damage from that height, right?
Even if I did, one of my class features, the slow fall, reduces the damage I take by 35.
Okay, yeah, so it wouldn't even affect you.
Yeah.
So you
And plus it's just a
slide
reaction,
down,
no key point.
and as you hit the bottom, there's this like moment where you catch a little bit of air and you tumble and you catch yourself and you look around you and you are surrounded
By elementals.
by eggs.
No.
There are about 50 eggs that surround you. However, in the center, there is about 5 eggs set apart from the others. While the other eggs surrounding you look like leathery and black, these ones shine with a bright white gold sheen on the surface.
And that's why I'm gonna like fumble around in my pockets and then finally take out my singing stone. And
as you reach into your pocket, you look up and you see there's this sort of oculus in the ceiling of this cavern overhead. And you can see the open sky of this realm,
which is a bunch of red fiery streaks of fireballs.
And the shadow passes over you. And you see the belly of this red dragon for a brief moment.
And that's when I'm gonna quickly take it out and say, I found the eggs. There's about 50 of them, but I see some that look different from the others. Also, I just saw the other dragon that took them. Hope you can get here soon. Bye. Beep.
And you start to see one of the eggs hatches on the side.
Golden
a
or
small red dragon slithers its way out.
wait, small red dragon? Okay, still evil.
And we'll finish up with that. We will continue in the next episode.
So let me guess. I don't think I can. So let me guess. I cannot manipulate that newly hatched red dragon to my will, can I?
What, you want it to look at you and be like, Mama?
No, I'm gonna manipulate it to my will so that it does what I want it to do. And, hang on. Ooh, I just figured out a way to turn the tables on that red dragon. I could take his little kid, and then I'll tell him that if he tries to kill me, he could also kill this guy. Boom. Don't people sometimes do that kind of stuff? You know, take captives to get what they want to happen?
Could be.
Because people sometimes do that, I think, in wars
you
and
could
stuff.
do that.
Yep, that's what I plan on doing.
Okay.
I've just got to get... Also, I'm not really flammable.
Flammable?
I thought I just said flammable.
Flammable.
Whatever. Also, that sounds more like a damnable. And
all right.
damnable is...
So we will continue with our next episode. Hopefully it doesn't go poorly for you. But thank you guys very much for checking out Saturday Morning Wartoons. We will be back next week with probably a full combat episode. We'll see.
You mean all this episode is gonna be a giant combat episode?
Could be. Could be.
With
But
tons of
thank you guys
explosions
very
and
much
stuff.
for checking us out. And as we always say, have fun.
Learn lots. Bye.
Bye.